Yo.
Yo, 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 yo,
Yo,
pop,
yo, yo.
pop. That was a Community reference. We're gonna see Chris Hemsworth's peen.
Oh yeah, that's the number one topic of business, is that they're making another national... First of all, Fran Heather Greer, hi. Hello. Introduce.
No, I think the peen takes precedent over
Okay,
introducing
no, okay,
themselves.
for some reason, they're making another National Lampoon movie for some reason, which I thought they stopped making years ago, because I thought Chevy Chase was just a old curmudgeon that wasn't interested in acting anymore.
No, he is interested in acting. He just hates Community because he's Chevy Grumpy Cat Chase.
Okay.
Actually he's kind of retconned that statement. He doesn't really hate Community. Like, he just thought they didn't use him properly, which is just like prima donna bullshit as far as I'm concerned. He was
is
amazing.
It true? You watch Community, is that true?
No, he was fucking amazing in Community. He was like, the material was brilliant and he was brilliant. And it's a real shame that he couldn't appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Because he's a D-bag.
That's pretty much what I can from that whole situation.
So anyway, but they said that Chris Hemsworth's gonna get naked in it. For some reason, Chris Hemsworth's in this movie, and for some reason he's gonna get naked, and for some reason we're gonna see his dick, and
I read that article and it said that it was going to be it's probably a prosthetic because of how big it is in the trailer they showed.
Damn it!
So it's not you know.
I don't, at this point, you know what? He's gonna be, like, mostly naked. That's pretty good, though. That's a pretty good deal.
I think if the peen isn't real, then no deal.
I mean, not to get lewd or anything, but I mean, Okay. But we've seen him as Thor, and we've seen him in the costume, right?
Yeah.
And it's, like, obviously there. Like, you can see it. Right? I'm not the only one that can see it, right? am I the only one that's just, like, a total perv?
You see it in your dreams. It's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning, and the last thing you think about...
fucking trailers, and it's, like, the pants he's wearing or whatever the fuck he's wearing.
No, well,
I don't know.
Tight, but all superhero costumes are tight. You can see all their peens if you choose to.
Yeah.
If you choose to see the peen, then I can't think of another rhyme.
Yeah.
Well,
most of the time it's, like, kind of obscured, but it's always from the back. Like, you can see, like, Chris Evans' butt really well, which... They actually said that most of Chris Evans's butt shots were from his stunt double. Like, most of them are. Not all of them, but there are some of them that we have perceived as Evans's ass, but they're actually his stunt double's ass.
But you know Kit Harington, how when we found out his butt wasn't really in the top 100 butt list?
Yeah, that wasn't really his.
And we debated about whether he must have a really weird butt in real life.
Yeah.
Could the same thing be true of Chris Evans?
No, we've seen Evans's butt, and it's fine. He got naked. He got naked in a movie once, I think.
It was not about another teen movie or something like that.
Yeah, it was like either that or like an American Pie movie or something like that, where he got.
No, it was not another. It was not another teen movie. I remember because I used to fucking love that movie. That movie was sweet.
And then, like, you see Jeremy Renner's butt pretty well. He has a good butt.
I'm gonna draw a little picture of Chris Evans's butt.
Okay, good. Go for it.
All right, I will.
Thumbnail. Make it like thumbnail worthy.
Okay. Oh, it will be. It will be, my friend.
Okay, so we're gonna keep on superhero movies, and Heather can share my excitement with this, but fucking Telltale, who's like one of my favorite game devs of the past 5 years or so, 10 years or so even. I love their fucking games, and they've partnered with Marvel, and they're gonna come out with a Marvel game 2 years from now.
Too long.
Too long. I can't wait. Oh my god. I'm gonna wait and pick up the Game of Thrones Telltale game once the Steam sale hits this summer, which is gonna be in a couple months. And I'm gonna wait and get that, and I'm gonna wait and get Walking Dead Season 2. during that time. But holy fucking shit, dude. It's gonna be awesome. You finished season 1, right, of Walking Dead?
Yeah, I haven't started 2 yet, though.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did it melt your cold black heart? Like I said it would?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Or it's not bad in like a bad way.
I started watching, since I finished it a while ago, I started watching Cry. Play it. And he's adorable. Fucking Cry. He's so cute.
But,
they're pretty similar to mine.
Yeah, but Telltale with Marvel is, I mean, and so far I think they've also done, I haven't played Tales from Borderlands, but it's also apparently very good. But I'm not into Borderlands, I don't know the lore, so I don't know if I'd be able to pick up on it really easily. My brother likes Borderlands a lot, but he doesn't like...
Borderlands is really good.
Really?
Yeah.
My brother actually doesn't like the Telltale games, like he doesn't like the formula, he just doesn't like them. So he doesn't really want to play Tales from Borderlands, but that's just him. But anyway, I can't wait for that Marvel game. That's gonna be fucking awesome. What else is happening? Oh, the one big thing that's going around is they released pictures of Jared Leto as the Joker for Suicide Squad movie.
I think he looks amazing. I think
it looks pretty cool too.
I think it looks fucking... Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. So people complained about Michael Keaton being cast as Batman. People complained about Christian Bale, Batfleck. People complained about Heath Ledger. I complained about Heath Ledger. So I don't really understand what people's problem is with Jared Leto, first of all. But even if they are
Jared Leto's a great actor, first of all.
Yeah, he is a great actor. He is a great actor.
I don't know why people don't want to admit that he's a great fucking actor. I don't know what it is about that.
I think some people just like complaining, and then there are some people that are unsure about the design. But I just think, reserve judgment, for God's sake,
Yeah. I don't like the design at all. I don't have a problem with Leto. I haven't seen much that he's been in, but, I don't have an issue with that. It's just, I think the design looks really stupid.
Really? I have a theory that the tattoos might only be for promotional purposes. I don't think they're actually in the movie.
It's another thing.
That's entirely a possibility.
I still don't like, Heath Ledger's performance was alright to me, but I still don't like the design, and then his character design for that movie and Leto's design remind me a lot of some guy that was playing with makeup and not somebody who's actually been physically deformed by an accident.
People have been saying Hot Topic's gonna have a field day or whatever, and I'm like, it's true.
See, I don't know. I feel like they went with Heath Ledger's design and with Jared Leto's design. I feel like they went as gritty as they possibly could, short of it just not being a comic book movie. Do you know what I mean? I think if they just made them look like hardened criminals, then it wouldn't have justified it being a comic book movie. But I think, having said that, I don't think they look cartoonish or over the top. I think they kind of toe the line. I do agree. I think the tattoos are a little silly, but yeah, hopefully that is just
for tattoos. It seems absurd.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I do agree with you. I think particularly
kidnap a guy or do it in prison, or on the really off chance he sat down at a tattoo parlor and was like, I want ha down my arm, and I want it on my chest, and I want
he's crazy enough. It almost looks like he did it himself.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
The ha ones, you could probably, if it was just that, you could probably play it off like he did it to himself, but then there's big fucking...
I've seen that exact ha on a t-shirt, so it feels like they just lifted it from a Hot Topic t-shirt and just photoshopped it on Jared Leto.
Oh, that's fucking lame. That's true.
The comics, like the Killing Joke and stuff like that, it just looks like the comic lettering. But I don't know. I don't like the look, and I think DC's trying way too hard to be really gritty and quote-unquote realistic.
I think there's a lot of it. I think there's a lot of the appearance that is purely for the poster, like for promotional purposes to get people talking. I don't think he'll look like that for most of the movie. Like, I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know.
But I think, do you not think, like, if they were going to do something and have it just be for the promotion and not in the actual movie, that's a really good way to piss fans off? Like, either way, either people that like the design or don't like the design.
Well,
so
it got people talking, didn't it?
Well, I guess so. I mean, the only tattoo that I really have a problem with is the one that says damaged across his forehead. I think that is just slightly over the line into ridiculousness.
That's really emo of him to do.
It's super emo, right? But I mean, I'm seeing Avengers tomorrow.
I'm fucking jealous.
Again, has Hemsy. It doesn't have his peen, but it does have him nevertheless.
Pretty close though. He's wearing the costume.
Yeah, pretty close. I'm really, really super excited. How many more Avengers movies have they got left? They've released the entire schedule, haven't they?
There's 2 more as far as we know. There's the 2 parts of Infinity War.
And at some point, is Spider-Man gonna enter the...
I don't know, man. I hope so.
I think they're starting to cast Spider-Man, and I know that
a shit ton of rumors, but unfortunately... You'd probably get killed if you leaked any of them by, like, the Marvel sniper that they have waiting on every building.
The same sniper they have had for the Harry Potter books.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that Donald Glover is a real fan favorite, like, and I would love him
because he's a great actor. I'd like to see that.
He's a great actor. But
I think he could pull it off.
Yeah.
I think he definitely could, but they're going younger, so I'm worried that he might have missed the boat, which would be tragic.
He has a really young-looking face, so I think he might be able to pull it off. But if they are going,
I mean, they're going.
I am worried that he might have missed the boat on that. I don't know.
They're going for like 15, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, that might be a little too young. They probably would have to get someone, because of child labor laws, they would probably have to get someone that's already over 18 but looks very young. Like Donald Glover. Donald Glover looks like he kind of has like a baby face to me. But that might be just me.
Baby face.
What?
I said it's like whenever they cast any quote-unquote teenager, it's always somebody who's like 30.
Oh yeah, like Harry Potter.
And
well,
that's how Harry Potter ended up. Like, Daniel Radcliffe was almost like 20, and he was still playing a 17-year-old or whatever. Like, and he obviously didn't look like a teenager anymore.
I don't think that's so kind of egregious, because they all started out like 11 when they were...
Oh yeah, I know. It's not the most extreme it's gone to, but like, he was saying like he was 17, but he obviously was a grown adult that was drinking already, you know? It's...
Well, Daniel Radcliffe apparently had an alcohol problem.
Yeah. While he was doing Harry Potter, I think.
Yeah. Isn't that bizarre to think? I think that's so bizarre to think of him being an alkie when he was doing Harry Potter.
Let's see. So yeah, you're seeing... I'm so fucking jealous that you guys get these movies before we do.
Do you know what? I'm jealous of myself tomorrow.
If you tell me fucking anything, I swear to God, I'll never speak to you again. Don't tell me a fucking thing.
Spoiler alert.
You're gonna be singing a different tune tomorrow. You're gonna want to know it all. You're not gonna be able to help yourself.
No, I don't want to know anything. I've stopped watching the trailers and I've stopped looking at promotional shit. I want to go in. I want to go into it with as much that I don't know as I possibly can.
You know, the last podcast was called Waiting for Ultron or something like that.
Yeah.
We're really going to have to branch out in terms of topics in this episode.
We're still waiting. Yeah, we're still
waiting for Ultron.
My opening day is not till Friday. So, but I am off. Dude, I'm not excited because I'm not going to get paid. I only work 1 day next week.
Oh, Jesus.
I get a vacation. And I also get to see Avengers.
Do you guys want to talk about Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I will. Because Because it's so hard to talk about Game of Thrones because we can't really say anything.
Oh no, don't worry, I don't mind. Say what you like.
So like tomorrow's is gonna be like, I'm scared for Sansa. I'm gonna be honest with you, Heather. I'm fucking frightened of that relationship.
You should be.
I should. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, I started Storm of Swords. I'm only about 100 pages into it though, but it's when Jon is just meeting Mance Rayder for the first time.
God, I need to reread the books. I'm getting my fucking continuities all confused with the damn show.
Are you caught up with the show?
Wait. No, I didn't watch last week's.
Oh, okay. It's pretty good. Where Daenerys...
I've been watching it online like the day after, because we only have HBO downstairs, and I don't feel like trying to watch it with my dad and mom wandering around.
I have to assert myself that the TV is mine on Sunday. Like, fuck y'all, let me in here and watch TV. Actually, like, I have to watch it and then immediately after give it to my mom because Mad Men is back on.
I thought that was over.
It's ending. They're on the last few episodes because they split up the last season, like, into like some of it aired last year and now they're airing the final episodes finally. Like, they split it up. I don't know why they did, but so they're like a year apart in one season. I'm like, why? It's getting real, y'all, with Game of Thrones. It's getting real all the time with it, though, but I feel bad.
Yeah, when is Game of Thrones ever just like, okay, this is the happy, this is the wedding week.
Yeah. I feel bad for everyone. I feel bad for Tyrion because he's just slowly turning into an alcoholic.
I'm pretty sure Tyrion was always an alcoholic.
No, but he's like not eating
kind of
and just drinking. And he has like a ragged ass beard. Just tell me something right now, because people were kind of pissed off that when they started seeing pictures of Peter Dinklage with Emilia Clarke on the set, like, apparently Daenerys and Tyrion haven't met in the books yet? Is that a thing?
The whole thing about him going to try and meet her, but he doesn't as of the last book.
Oh, okay. So then people got pissed about that, like, they're doing what they want. I'm like, yeah, they are. But I'm fine with that, honestly.
Which is why I haven't really been as, like last season, I was like, oh my god, I gotta watch the fucking episodes as soon as they air, and now I'm just kind of like, whatever.
It's still, I don't know how, I think there are a lot of book readers that are just, like, really bitter, and I'm not calling you bitter or anything, but they're like, this is a shitty show, and I'm like, well, it's obviously, like, not, because look at all this production value and all this hard work that's going into it and all these actors that are really good, and, like, it's not like a piece of shit. It's not 2.5 Men. Like, it's not...
It's not awful, but it's not perfect either. It's kind of like, there are some parts like, yeah, the acting's good, and for the most part, the writing is good, but then there's the stupid shit like changing things and fucking throwing in stupid sex scenes that are not necessary when there are not plenty in the fucking books already.
Every sex scene with Tyrion is necessary.
They just gotta throw in random fucking brothel scenes with, like, that fucking one with Baelish spouting expositions to the two
that's a good scene. That's just weird. So it's very awkward.
Is he plays everything so the you don't know what fucking side he's on, what he's doing, and then he's just spouting this shit to two random broads. It's like, what the fuck? You're making him they turned him into like the mustache twirling villain, and I hate it.
I think he's stash twirling villain, but he's also very dashing and charming. But I think that's just Aidan Gillen.
Probably.
I think that's just the actor being very dashing and charming. Like he terrifies me, but I'd do it.
I'd do it.
I would do. But he's creepily into Sansa, so I'm
Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just draw your attention momentarily to the fact that Ewan McGregor has been cast as Lumiere in the fucking increasingly amazing sounding Beauty and the Beast movie?
Yeah, no, we were going to talk about that last time, but I completely... we did kind of talk about it last time, but so far they've cast... I wanted to know how you felt about Ian McKellen in this now.
Ian McKellen in anything is perfection.
Agreed. And particularly in that part, like, I fucking love that character. Like,
Oxford.
And him and Ewan McGregor, like, old, like, gay coupling it up. Like, Ewan McGregor and Ian McKellen as Lumiere and Cogsworth, like, you know, snipping at each other like an old gay couple. Like, I'm so on for that. I can't believe
they've cast all the main parts now, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah. Hang on, let me have a look. Let me have a look at the exact cast list.
And, I'm still confused as to how this movie is going to go. Because there's gonna be part of it that'll be live action, but I guess the, like, Lumiere and stuff, that's gonna be CG or something. Like, I don't know how the fuck this movie's gonna look.
I'm wondering, it'll be motion capture, and I mean, if it is, like, you know, I hope it's more Lord of the Rings and less Polar Express.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a very stark difference if you've seen both of those films. What?
Yeah.
More Lord of the Rings, less of The Hobbit, because it seems like they went downhill.
Mm.
Yeah, they did a little. I mean, maybe they just got too self-conscious because it was we had no idea what to expect with the motion capture in Lord of the Rings, or at least I didn't, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just fucking blown away. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a really interesting one because it's got to look like a Disney film. And obviously...
As much as I'd love for this to be like a Broadway play. Like, I would love to see this cast on stage doing this. As much as I love the fuck out of that instead, like, I don't know, I'm so confused as to how they're gonna make, like, a walking CG candlestick look, like, not silly.
But I suppose in the same way that they did it in 2D, they managed to make it look not silly in 2D.
Well, yeah, because that's 2D animation. 3D animation, depending on how you're using 3D animation, it can look very wonky when it's placed up against live action.
Yeah,
but that's depending. Right. But Disney has, like, the best 3D animators working for them right now, so I don't think it's going to be a problem with it looking weird. But
no, I don't either. I mean, I think in terms of how it's going to look, we couldn't, because this has never been done before.
Yeah, I don't think we can live in a better age for this to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think we can go in with any expectations about what it's going to look like. I just think it's going to blow us the fuck away. I really do.
I just really want to see, like, Emma Watson and...
I just want to see Emma Watson fucking dancing around in a yellow dress with a hot fucking beast. That's all I want. That's all I want, guys.
I do want to see a live-action Gaston, though. Like...
Oh, fuck yeah.
You already have one working at Disney World, but... I mean...
Can I just say one piece of casting that I do dispute? Why is Joel McHale not Gaston? Answer me that.
I don't know how, like, Markiplier isn't Gaston. Like, that would be pretty good.
Fuck yeah.
He'd make a good Gaston if he were, like, a foot taller.
Joel McHale would be a fucking insanely...
Can he sing?
Yeah, he can. He's sung on Community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can sing.
I don't know how that would look. They would have to put, like, a really weird wig on him and, like...
Yeah, but he's tall. He's insanely buff. He's great at playing arrogant characters. Like, and he's a great comedian. I think he'd be brilliant. I really do. Like, I would pay good money to, like, flip around that casting a little bit, but there is... If that's my one complaint, you know, that's a small thing.
I think the guy who's going to play him is going to be pretty good, because he has, like, that face that could work really well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he could have been buffer, but having said that, I mean, he's buff for a normal person. He just doesn't look like a cartoon character.
I want to see Josh Gad as LeFou, because he already kind of looks like that.
He looks exactly like, he's the fucking spitting image of, LeFou. I mean, that was insane.
To me, it would either have been like him or like Nathan Lane or something. Like, it would have been between them.
Nathan Lane would have been a good, who would have Nathan Lane been really? He would have been a good Maurice, actually. He would have been a great Maurice.
Oh my god, holy shit.
But then again, I fucking love Kevin Kline as well. And also, if he was Maurice, he wouldn't have the opportunity to sing.
Yeah.
Kind of a shame. And Nathan
Maurice
Lane
doesn't sing. I don't even know if he sings in the Broadway version or not. I don't remember. I don't remember the Broadway songs very well.
This is very much a version of the film and not the Broadway show, as I understand it anyway.
There's like that one song that the Beast sings in the Broadway version that's really good. And
oh, that's true. If I Can't Love Her. Yeah, that's a gorgeous song.
That's not sung in the movie for some reason, even though it's like one of the best songs, but...
Well, maybe it was written specifically for the... Maybe they didn't write it in time for the movie. It was written later on.
They added stuff to the, to the Lion King Broadway thing that wasn't in the movie, so I'm pretty sure they probably added stuff to all of the Broadway adaptations.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, actually, funnily enough, with The Lion King, there was a cut song in the original movie that then got added to the Broadway show, and I really, really like it on Broadway, but I fucking hate it in the movie.
Oh, it's that one song that's really early on?
Morning Report, yeah.
Yeah. They cut that from the movie, but they added it to the Broadway, and then, like, I think it's on like a DVD extra where they added it back into the movie or something.
Yeah, it's fucking shitty when it's added back into the movie. I don't like it at all. I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, I can see why they cut up this song.
It's good in the it's good in the Broadway. It's kind of out of place in the movie though, because it's kind of like Mufasa explaining like all the cool things about the land of Simba, and like it's just kind of an out of place song.
Yeah, the song is just a series of animal puns as well. Like if you actually listen to it, like I could write that fucking song.
Yeah, and the lyrics are like, if you listen during that scene to what Zazu is saying in the background, like those are the lyrics to that song, pretty much. Like, so technically the song is there, but it's like the lyrics of the song, and it's like all these animal puns, and it's really stupid, and I love it.
It's fucking stupid. I do love it. That's kind of funnier than it actually being a song. By the way, Heather, are you watching Community?
I have not yet. I've been doing a lot of sleeping and work, mostly.
Oh, darling. It's what you need to reward yourself with some fucking shit hot season 6 Community, because it's back on Yahoo Screen, and it's amazing. And Keith David's in it with his silky voice.
Yeah, I like Keith David.
I love Keith David. He's brilliant in it, and so is Paget Brewster. Paget Brewster's hilarious. Like, I had no idea because I just knew her from Friends, but she's a fucking great comic actress. Like, she completely holds her own in that cast. Yeah, they're all brilliant. They're all brilliant, and it's really fun, and it's much darker, much darker. I think this is the darkest season they've ever done. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. I wish you two were watching it so I could talk about it more.
Oh.
I'm not all, like, I've seen maybe, like, 2 or 3 episodes of Community, because it was on TV, and I'm like, I should watch this.
You should watch it. It's fucking awesome. And Chevy Chase is brilliant in it, even though he's Grumpy Cat. Mm-hmm. Super good. Oh, by the way, can we talk about Robert Downey Jr. walking out of that interview?
Dude, that was awesome.
Can I also just...
At the end, he was just like, bye.
Yeah.
See ya.
He handled it so well. And can I just apologise to America on behalf of England?
Okay.
For that.
Please explain who that guy was and why he continues to be a twat, because he did that same thing to Quentin Tarantino.
Okay, no. Quentin Tarantino, slightly different circumstances, although, okay, here's the thing, it's a press junket. It's got to be a light-hearted discussion of
the movie.
Well, in this instance, I think a pretty light-hearted movie. I I mean, I know the superhero movies are getting grittier now, but having said that, it is still a superhero
Marvel
movie.
is definitely not making the gritty superhero movies. Let's get real.
No, not really, no. But, I mean, yeah, so Robert Downey Jr. is not going into that 10-minute press junket expecting to be grilled about his personal life. And when Christian
and his past life, which he's pretty much trying to forget, and...
Yeah, precisely.
I don't think anyone wants to be reminded of their going to jail because of drug possession and being on every drug in the universe.
Right.
And have, you know, during a time in his life where he was trying to get back into acting, and my mom told me he didn't even have, like, right when he was trying to make his comeback, around when he was doing Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, like, he couldn't even get insurance in this country because of how, like, he'd been to jail and all the drugs he'd been on. Like, he wouldn't get accepted to any insurance companies.
Yeah, I mean,
so he could barely do movies. I mean, it's a fucking miracle that he got to do Kiss Kiss Bang Bang pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, he was getting uncomfortable. And when Christian
he was like looking like all around at like his people, is this serious right now?
Yeah, are you fucking kidding me, is what he was thinking, I'm sure. But yeah, Christian Guru Murphy, he should have recognized that, and
Who is he? Who is he? Is he like the Diane Sawyer of your country?
No, he's not. He's a legitimate news journalist, and actually a really, really good one. He just doesn't know that when he's interviewing actors, he needs another technique. You know, he's not interviewing a politician, he's interviewing an actor.
Because he was doing good at first. He was talking about the movie.
Yeah.
It started out all right. He was talking about the movie. But then it slowly went into not the movie.
The thing with Quentin Tarantino is that, you know, this was a gritty movie, because all Tarantino's movies, you could are gritty in that they're all pretty, you know, violent and quite dark.
Yeah.
And he didn't ask Quentin Tarantino anything about his personal life, but he asked what effect he thought violence in the media has on real life violence. He wasn't accusing him of anything, and I think that's a legitimate question, but Quentin Tarantino apparently didn't. So I do think
I think it's just the wrong time to ask it. When they're trying to promote a movie, and someone like Robert, who the whole cast has been on like a press junket for like the past 2 weeks with just nonstop interviews.
Yeah.
And they're doing this a day in a day out for, I guess, another fucking week or the next 2 weeks or whatever. And you have all these questions that you know you're going to get asked in a movie promo interview. And then when that's finally like shaken up, it's like, this isn't about the movie. What the fuck's going on, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a wrong time to ask it. I feel like that would have been appropriate if he was doing another like an interview about his life. That'd be appropriate. Yeah. Or if he was doing like a Diane Sawyer interview, that'd be appropriate. But not when he's promoting a movie. You can't be like fucking Jimmy Fallon with goddamn like I don't know who's like Charlie Sheen or something. Charlie Sheen's trying to promote a show, and then ask Charlie Sheen why he went fucking crazy and locked that whore in a closet or whatever. Like, you can't just fucking do that.
I mean, I think the thing is that Christian Guru Murphy is not Jimmy Fallon. He is a legitimate news journalist, and therefore totally the wrong person to be conducting these junkets. I mean, you know, it's really weird to me that Channel 4 doesn't have a better entertainments person. I mean, because he's completely wrong. He's a serious journalist. He doesn't know how to do light-hearted, and he was being inappropriate. And I think he knew he was being inappropriate.
What really got me was, like, when Robert was walking out, he was kind of, like, laughing about it. And I'm like, why is this funny? This isn't funny at all.
I think he was embarrassed. But having said that, you can't help but wonder whether he was doing this to publicize himself. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you get your name in the papers, you know, you get a shitload of hits on YouTube. I mean, I don't know, a load of new Twitter followers. Like, I can't help but think there was an element of self-publicizing involved there. Which really makes him an arsehole, which makes him an even bigger arsehole in my mind.
I just feel bad for Robert. I feel bad for him.
I do too. I do too. I thought it sucked, and I'm really glad everyone's on his side.
Yeah. I mean, people are like, I think he's being too sensitive or whatever, and I'm like, no, he's not. Like,
No, fuck that.
You've never had a drug abuse past. You've never been to jail. You know, you've never been on every drug in the universe, and now you're at this high point in your life where everyone loves you and your work, and you just had a baby with your wife, and you're at this high point in your life, and then people trying to remind you of how much of a shithead you were 20 or 30 years ago. Like.
Yeah, it's shitty. It's a shitty thing to do, and I think fair play to him. He didn't storm out and yell. He was very civilized.
He didn't Quentin Tarantino, is what you're saying.
No, he didn't shut anyone's butt down. Speaking of butts, I'm really sad I can't upload this picture of Chris Evans' butt to you. I'll have to do it when we...
Save it to a JPEG?
I don't know. I'll have another look.
Did you do it in Paint?
Yes.
You probably saved it as a BMP file. You have to save it as a JPEG file.
Oh, okay. I'll try that.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, what did you think of the Batman vs. Superman trailer?
I didn't watch it because I'm not interested in that movie. Yay!
I didn't watch it since DC movies have failed me.
Dude, I'll probably see Justice League. I'm not gonna see Batman Superman probably just because I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why Superman and Batman are fighting. Is that weird of me? Like, I don't get it. I don't get why the heroes have to fight. I like Avengers when all the heroes are working together and shit. I like that shit.
But they,
I like it when they work together to destroy New York. I don't like when they're fighting against each other.
The Avengers had that little tiff.
Yeah, but that was funny. And you knew it was going to be okay in the end because you saw the trailer shots of them together.
Oh.
I knew even when they were fighting, I knew it was going to be okay because I'm like, dude, that trailer shot's going to happen in like 30 minutes and it's going to be rad as fuck.
The thing is, they fight, but they fight like a family fights. Like, they're always going to make up before bedtime. Especially fucking Mark Ruffalo and Thor in the bedroom. Banner and Stark.
That's Stark and Steve.
Oh yeah, Stark and Steve, that's fucking hot. No, that was a little like mouth typo on my part. I meant to say Stark. But yeah, getting back to the Superman versus Batman trailer, that was actually pretty fucking rad. So I'm reserving judgment because yeah, DC have let me down in the past.
I'm not gonna judge the movie yet. I'm just not interested yet. If it comes out and people say it's like the best movie ever made, then I'll probably watch it. I'll go watch it.
Fair play.
But I know I'm gonna see Justice League. I know for a fact. I'm interested in Justice League. I want to see Justice League. I like the idea of Jason Momoa as a hot ass Aquaman. That's probably the only reason I'm gonna see it. But
is that who they've cast as Aquaman?
Yes.
Jesus.
Jason Momoa is a hot ass, fine Aquaman, and it's gonna be great.
That is sexy as fuck. I can't deal with that. Oh, by the way, can I talk about Catfish?
Yes.
Okay, so Whitney and Bree. This is a huge spoiler for anyone that hasn't seen this episode.
Please elaborate.
Okay. Okay, so Whitney and Bree were this lesbian couple who ostensibly couldn't meet. They couldn't afford to meet, and they had never had the opportunity to. But according to Whitney, she suspected Bree was catfishing her. And what she said was that they hadn't had the opportunity to video chat. The camera was always broken from Bree's end. You know, it's the same. It's the classic story.
The classic catfish story.
Yeah, the classic catfish story. Yeah.
By the way, if you've not watched Catfish on MTV, oh my god, go fucking watch Catfish. It's the best fucking shit you've ever watched.
Sweet fucking show.
Don't judge because it's on MTV. It's like legitimately a great show. Like I love that show.
And they're great with people. You know, they genuinely try and help people. It's not exploitative at all. So yeah, and Whitney seemed like a really down-to-earth person. You know, she had 4 brothers and a mother who she supported. and, you know, genuinely couldn't afford to see this girl. But what they discovered was that Whitney and Bree had video chatted multiple times, and Bree had put them up for catfish. And Whitney then, after realizing that, had panicked and gone along with it. So when they eventually unraveled that, they went fucking crazy at first, like just the two of them. They didn't go crazy at Whitney and Bree. And then they went to Whitney and they didn't let on that they had, you know, uncovered their lie. But then gradually it unraveled. And it turned out they were really in love, and this was just a last-ditch attempt to get to meet each other. And when they're so...
Dude, we should do that.
Well, yeah, I know,
Let's
right?
claim we're, like, in love, and like, oh, we've never seen each other.
We're not claim it, bro. It's fucking true. But Nev and Max did the kind thing, and they ended up meeting, and it was lovely. You know, they hugged, they kissed, you know, they were genuine.
Yeah, see, that is not the episode I was telling you about.
Oh, well, no, but I was going to say they were genuinely in love, and it was really romantic. And instinctively, I was like, oh, you know what, they did the right thing. But then what people have said was that, you know, no, you shouldn't reward them for the fact that they've lied. Lots of couples can't afford to meet each other, and they don't go about it like this. And I'm in two minds about how I feel about it, so I wanted to throw it out to you guys. What do you think?
Well, see, first of all, that's not the episode I was telling you about. I was telling you about another one that Neve actually gets angry about it. Like, it turns out that I don't know who was a part of it or whatever, but it just turns out that there was no relationship whatsoever. Like, there was no, like, the girl was, like, catfishing herself, I guess, or something like that. Like, there was no relationship at all.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's the one I was telling you about, where Neve actually got really, really pissed off.
When Neve and Max get angry, it's the most fucking amazing things to witness. Because they seem like such sweethearts. So when they turn into when you see that side of them, it's something to behold. It really is.
Yeah, that's how you know when you're really fucked up.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, what do you think? Do you think they did the right thing, giving them the opportunity to meet Whitney and Bree, or do you think actually, no matter how nice you are, you can't be rewarded for lying? It's a difficult one. I don't know how I feel. They seemed like really, really nice people who just made a mistake. And
were they like young people?
Yeah, they were pretty young.
Yeah,
they were pretty.
Well, young people do stupid shit.
And yet, but you know what as well? Like, everything else they said was true. And yet, there were these really judgmental assholes on the catfish comments on Facebook. Not one person was supportive or tried to look at it from another perspective. It was just a really, like, worrying insight into humanity.
Yeah, I mean, young people are gonna do reckless stuff and not think about the consequences at the end. They don't even think, when they were probably thinking that up, they probably didn't even think that they were going to get picked. You know, because that's what every person thinks when they apply for a TV show. Like, they never think it's going to be them.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was a lie that got out of control, and I think, you know, they're only human, you know? My instinct is just to give people the benefit of the doubt and not be a cunt. Oh, fucking hell. Talking of giving people the benefit of the doubt.
What were you going to say, Heather? What were you going to say?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I don't think, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm half asleep. So,
It's alright.
From what I've gleaned, they lied about this TV show just so they could, lied to the TV show so they could meet.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, it's just a fucking TV show. Who cares?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a very
good point. The TV show still got an episode to air, so they didn't really, like, do anything that caused the TV show to waste their time and money, because there's still a fucking episode. So
that's very true.
I guess.
Also, when you have a show like that and you're taking, like, open public calls for it, you're gonna get some people that are gonna try to for nefarious purposes, which has happened on that show a couple times. But, you know, you're kind of, it's your job to investigate that shit and make sure they're not trying to fuck you over. And if they're sneaky enough where you can't find that out, then that makes good TV.
Yeah.
I think you're right. They didn't hurt anyone. And, like, also, even if they did, hurting a TV show, like, you know,
Especially
who cares?
a TV show. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Quite right. I don't really have anything else to add. Do you guys?
Let's see. Hold on a sec. I can go on and find something. I'm gonna do this thing again where if we can't think of another topic, we go on Ask Reddit, and I take one of the most, asked questions, and I ask them to you.
That sounds amazing. Do it.
Ow, she bites. Ow, Lenore.
Are you okay, sweetie?
Yeah, it's not the first time. She does that all the time. She'll be like, oh, I like pets. Oh, pet me. Chomp.
It's really sweet today at football. When the physio came out, we all started singing this song that we made up called World's Tallest Physio. And I think maybe the first time he heard it, he thought it was funny, but this is like the 60th time, and I do wonder whether he's a bit sick of it now. World's tallest physio, world's tallest... But I'm in like 20 people sing.
Okay.
That would piss you the fuck off.
Okay, here's something that maybe you guys would be able to share. What is a normal occurrence in your household that others might consider weird?
Oh! Right. Okay, Heather, you go first. I've got a good
note. I have no idea.
Your family pretty boring and normal?
No, it's just not funny.
Oh, I got some of those too. It's okay.
It's like, shit's real, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing. It's like to be complete absurd tiny things. So that's about all I got.
We like to pretend our dog is talking to us, so we give him like a voice.
What's the voice?
Like, he kind of sounds like a hillbilly like this. Like, that's how my dog sounds.
That's really bad. That's just how you sound to me anyway. That's how all Americans do. All Americans to me sound like Big Macintosh from My Little Pony.
My dog pretty much sounds like that to me. He just looks so stupid sometimes. And
Oh, puppy.
A normal occurrence in our household is just like my dad, like not like speaking, but like turning everything into a song. It's really hard to explain until you hear it, but I'm so used to it that I've started doing it now. Yeah, I do sometimes wonder, like, when people come around, what they think of our family. Fucking nuts, bro.
Oh, here's like a good media-related one that won't get too real. What two TV characters have your favorite on-screen relationship, whether they're significant others, relatives, enemies, or whatever?
I think I have a tie.
What?
Zoe and Hoban Washburn from Firefly. They are my OTP forevers. And then mild spoilers for anybody that watches Steven Universe, but I won't say any more than Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good. They have like 3 lines, but it's good.
If you watch Steven Universe, you'll get it.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to start watching that show. Everyone's told me how awesome it is.
Have you not started it yet?
No, I haven't.
Dude, do it! Fucking, what are you waiting for?
I don't know, bro. I've waited too long for so many rad TV shows. Like, I don't fucking watch anything. Actually, that's not true. I watch a lot of stuff.
Can I just say, I was watching some clips from The Office yesterday, and I love Jim and Dwight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
When Jim is just, like, doing all this crazy shit to Dwight.
My favorite one is when he comes in dressed as Dwight.
Yeah. I love when I love when he sent Dwight a fact from his future self.
Yeah.
There's poison in the coffee.
My favorite. Oh God, what is it when he's dressed up as Dwight? What is it he says? Is it
Bears. Battlestar Galactica.
Beats Bears. Battlestar Galactica. That's my fucking
False.
It's so good. Yeah, Jim and Dwight, that's a good one. I really, really like the relationship between oh God, this is really, really hard. Dean and Castiel, or Dean Steele, because they're fucking adorable. And they're pretty high up on my list of OTPs. Jesus, this is really hard. Finn and Jake.
Finn and Jake, yeah. I love House and Wilson on House.
Oh, yeah. I wish I watched House. I need to watch House.
It's good.
I've got a few episodes.
It gets really weird sometimes, but it's good. I love that show. Even when it got even the shitty episodes that make no sense whatsoever, I'm like, that's still great. I can still enjoy that.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing. The best TV shows, even the shitty episodes are better than most things on TV.
There's a lot of bullshitting in that show, but I don't even care.
Greer, that's very important that we didn't think of. Mark and Tiny Box Tim.
Yeah. Well, no, 2 TV characters.
Oh, TV characters. I was just thinking 2 people.
According to some people, YouTube's replacing TV, but whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's close enough to TV. It's my.
How about Mulder and Scully? That's a good one.
Oh, that's a really good one. That's badass. I think Helga and Arnold. That's old school, but nevertheless, their relationship was fucking brilliant. Boodly boo.
You know what? I really love Peter Baelish and Varys on Game of Thrones. I really like them.
Sassy.
They're very sassy.
Oh my God. Jeff Winger and Dean Pelton on Community. It's a fucking great relationship. So much ab touching. I can't deal with how many times Jim Rash has touched John McHale's abs.
Oh, fucking Turk and JD from Scrubs.
Oh, yeah. I feel like their relationship was the precursor to Troy and Abed in Community. I don't think...
Yeah, I mean, that's an intense bromance right there.
I don't think you could have Troy and Abed without Turk and JD. My favourite Turk and JD... Actually, it's too hard to name one moment, but one of my favourite Turk and JD moments is when they do Eagle. That makes me really happy.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle!
I love this question. What movie would be the most inappropriate to stand up and applaud the ending?
Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Grave of the Fireflies?
Schindler's List? I just know of it.
Yeah.
140 Days of...
supposed to watch.
140 Days of Sodom is a fucking sick movie. It's the sickest movie.
You've actually watched that?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it beginning to end.
No, Lord.
Yeah.
Do you guys know anything about it?
Vaguely?
Yeah, I vaguely.
It's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life.
Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah, Jesus.
Boy in striped pajamas?
Because the thing is, you can applaud something, I guess, because it's, really emotionally powerful, even if it doesn't have, a super happy ending. But it's applauding something that, I feel like 140 Days of Sodom is the ultimate, worst movie to applaud, because it's, it's an inherently inappropriate movie. There's no message. It's just sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like The Human Centipede. It would be fucked up if you applauded The Human Centipede.
Yeah. Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, Clockwork Orange.
Actually, I haven't seen the movie, but I assume it ends like the book did, because I read the book. I read The Road, and that ends really terribly, and I assume the movie ends in the same way. That would be really bad.
I would love to read the book. I would really, really like.
The Road, it's good. It's really good. Honestly, like I couldn't put that shit down.
I really
You have to get used to. You really have to get used to Cormac McCarthy's writing style, but.
Right, guys, I've got to tap out. I'm afraid because I've got to go and see my grandma soon, and I'm gonna have a shower.
Oh.
Ow. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess so.
Guess so. Guess you gotta see grandma.
Guess so.
Guess so.
Well, you're fucking seeing Age of Ultron tomorrow. I can't even get over that because I gotta wait till fucking Friday.
I wish,
like, are you kidding me? How am I gonna pass the time?
No, I know, this is how I felt. Oh, sorry, Heather.
I was just going to say, we didn't mention that Ninja Sex Party has a new music video up, and everybody has to watch it because, obviously...
Yes, do that. Also, relevant to my interests, probably only me, but fucking my face when you've been waiting 3 years for new Adam Lambert music, and then it finally comes out.
Oh, I knew you'd be happy about that. I knew you'd be happy.
It's the best feeling in the world, you guys.
I honestly, like, waiting for Community, that was the closest I could come to that, because I thought that Season 5 was going to be the last season after it had been cancelled.
I've been waiting 3 years for new music.
I do know that.
3 years!
I know that feel, bro. I promise you this. I know.
I know people waited much longer for, like, different kinds of bands' music, but 3 years is a long time for music.
Think how long Star Wars fans have been waiting for a sequel to Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that Force Awakens trailer is fucking awesome.
It's fucking so good. It's so good. When I saw Harrison Ford, I shit you not, I cried.
Just shitting my pants everywhere.
Fucking hell, yeah. On that note, I've got to head off.
We just, like, remembered, like, all the topics, like, right when we're about to end.
I can tap out and you guys can carry on. That's fine.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
dead already, so...
But we've been recording for an hour. We've been recording for an hour. Yeah, I don't think Heather can make it.
Heather, you've done so well. I'm proud of you.
Dude, honestly, it's noon, but I'm probably going to go back to sleep, too, because I didn't get to sleep till, like, 3. I was playing games and stuff, so I didn't get to sleep till, like, 3 or 4.
Games. Alright, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Fran, Greer, and Heather.
Why are you saying it so
and
slow?
Lenore, she's still hanging.
Oh, and Lenore, yeah, Lenore, my favorite
cat. She tried to eat the microphone wire.
I suck. I don't know how to say goodbye. Someone else do it.
Bye. Bye.